Let's talk about when user research fails to land. I'm Steve Portugal, the author of the second edition of Interviewing Users, brand new, now available. One of the reasons is that there's a lack of nuance in the way that we report our research findings. You should talk about the delta. So start off with your stakeholders, learn what your team believes, what the assumptions are, what the hypotheses are, look at how you're operating, what the implicit behaviors and assumptions are in your organization. When you come back with the research, talk about the delta between what you assumed and what you learned. We used to think X, but now we understand that it's slightly different. It's Y. So point to that difference, acknowledge where people started off, and help them see how the research has moved on. And now you have a different perspective, but it's based on where you originally began. It's not some new thing, it is a change. And that's what you've learned in the research that you've done. And so, as part of that, be compassionate with the rest of your team and your stakeholders, people that you want to influence. Give them time to digest something that is maybe subtly different, and give them time and help them to clarify. The differences sometimes are subtle, but they are essential. And you can see when the team is operating with assumption X and the research reveals insight Y, making them understand that delta is crucial. So, as part of that, you should avoid clever names, cutesy names for segments or behaviors. I think those aren't as catchy as people hope they're going to be, and often they actually get in the way. They fail to clarify this new thing that you've learned that you want people to understand. Instead, where you can, use the natural language that you've heard in the field, the way that people talk, the way that they make sense of their frameworks, their mental models, their behaviors, their understanding of your product experience. And use that to get past all the jargon that you and your team use. And often that jargon is used without a shared understanding in the organization about what it means. So go back to that natural language. I'd love to hear what's working for you. And I'm Steve Portugal. Thank you very much for watching.